guys. Happy Victory Monday to you all. Been a while since we could say that. um, just as far as the game in general, it's the one thing I can say about it that I probably didn't say in the Toon World special. Which, by the way, thank you to everybody who pulled up for that. Thank you to anybody that was in the chat and watched and all that. We had a good time making it. Shout out to my guy Kid Kong for coming through, putting something together. We all had fun doing it. But yeah, as I said, but the only thing I really didn't say during the game is this is probably the first game the Jags won, and really the first game all year that we've really played a complete football game on all three phases of the ball. And what I mean by that is, offense, defense, special teams, they all did their thing. Offense, we got 30 points in, over 30 points in. Defense held New England to less than 16 points, or less than 20 points. They had 16 points, I'm sorry. And even special teams, man. Parker Washington had that big punt return for a touchdown. Shout out to him. That was setting a record for the longest punt return in Jags history. I mean, that was crazy. That good shit. And even the win against the Colts, we really didn't have that because we still gave up over 30 points. And again, I've said this like a million times. Even that game, we were up by 14 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and we somehow let them just come back. This game, we didn't have that. This is literally the first complete football game I've seen us play, and really the best defensive performance I've seen all year. Now, granted, it was against the New England Patriots, who are not a good team right now, and I think they know that. But one thing I will say for them, Drake May played very good. Drake May had himself a good day, and Patriots fans should be encouraged by that. I think May's going to end up being a solid quarterback. But yeah, man, that makes a difference. Hopefully it's enough to where, they start doing that. Getting Tyson Campbell back made a world of difference on this defense. It should be him and Monteric Brown, CB1 and CB2 going forward. For the love of God, if we can get a 7th round pick 10 years from now for anything, for Ronald Darby, please just do it. I'm so sick of seeing this bum on my team. He sucks. I don't want him. He sucks. Get him out of here. I would rather see what we have. I would rather give DeAndre Prince and, what's his name? Jerry and Jones some more playing time than have to see Ronald Darby. He's pretty much taken up a roster spot at this point. Now that we got that out of the way, I just would like to say, too, every Trevor Lawrence hater out there, pretty much suck my dick, bro. Because, I've said for weeks now, he is far from the biggest issue on the team. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he really is an issue. These dumbasses that want to compare him to Daniel Jones because they saw a CBS Sports graphic, which included the Urban Meyer year. And I think some dumbass told me, well, they have similar numbers. Really, they have similar numbers? Trevor Lawrence, 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Daniel Jones, 1,400 yards, 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and has probably fumbled a few times, which Trevor Lawrence has not. That's similar to you? What are we talking about here? The Giants have won their 2 games in spite of that fucking bum. They literally won against the Seahawks one time on a blocked field goal. The Jags, when they win games, Trevor Lawrence is playing well. Now, obviously, he's not the only reason we're winning, or when we win, when we do win games, he's not the only reason we win, but he's a big part of it. Today, 15 for 20, or Jesus Christ, I cannot talk. Yesterday, 15 for 20, almost 200 yards and a touchdown. No turnovers. Sound like a good day to me. Sound like, he's not ass like people claim. People love to harp on this stupid contract, which again, it doesn't matter his money. It matters what goes against the cap. And again, he's not making over $40 million until I think year 4 into that contract. So, again, you need to learn how to read contracts and stop worrying about whatever bonus money he gives. That's Shad Khan's money. It doesn't affect the fucking team, and Shad Khan can afford it. Ain't like I'm worried. Ain't like I'm worried about him spending more money. I mean, Christ, he's a fucking billionaire. He's an asshole too. So, and the only reason it really wasn't more yards or more touchdown is because the ground game was crazy today. Or I keep saying fucking today. Goddamn. It was crazy yesterday. Tank Bigsby had himself a hell of a game. You know, over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. And, like, dude was balling today. But I want to say one thing for, like, people saying, oh, Tank should just be RB1. You know, we should trade ETN. You know, I kind of, first of all, 2 running back systems are a thing in the NFL. Again, I've said, when have the Jags been able to run the ball so effectively? When they had a Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew in the same backfield at the same time. That can work with Travis Etienne and Tank Bigsby. Because one thing with Bigsby, like, he's a phenomenal in-between the tackles runner. There's no question he does that better than Etienne. But I kind of noticed this game. He's not necessarily a good pass blocker, and he's not a good receiver out of the backfield. Etienne does both of those things very well. So, if you want to give more carries to Tank, I mean, that's cool. It's honestly probably better when we're, like, trying to ground and pound and run the football. But at the same time, there's still a role for Etienne on this team. I really don't think, you know, he should be traded. I think we should find a way to keep him. Like, simple as that. Especially since this is one of Trevor Lawrence's best friend. You know, keep your quarterback happy. I mean, come on. Like, with all this get rid of ETN talk, like, no, that's stupid. Find a role for him coming out of the backfield and catching passes, because that gives them another option. So, yeah. But, all in all, good to see us get a win, man, because, like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, you know, this is what turns the season around. I mean, we've still lost 5 games, and, oh, man, these next 4 games coming up are brutal. Like, I think the next one's against the Packers. At some point, we got the Vikings, the Eagles, the Lions. Like, it's just, it's going to be a grind. Now, if we win some of those games and maybe get back to 500, then we can talk. But I'm not going to get too overzealous about, you know, beating a bad football team. Like, basically all this did in our you know, rankings and standings in the NFL is just basically prove we're not the shittiest team in the NFL. Like, that's pretty much what I got out of it. So, yeah. Oh, and before I get out of here, we're about halfway through the season. I want to talk about one other person specifically, because he's been in headlines a lot recently and been making his rounds on Twitter. Our old buddy Calvin Ridley. Oh, man. You know, I just want to say, when are Trashville fans going to learn that when I say stuff about people they sign or people they draft, that, you know, I know football and I'm not just talking out of my ass? I said from day one, like, even when here's the thing too, even when Calvin Ridley was here, I wasn't a big fan of him, like, based on what he did, but at the same time, if we were to, like, resign him, franchise tag him, or whatever the fuck, I would have been like, okay, you know what? It was kind of lackluster, but he still got 1,000 yards. You know, we'll give him one more chance, I guess. But then he took a bag and bolted to Trashville. And, like, again, I wasn't mad he left. I was mad at the manner in which he did it, because it was some snake shit. But trust me, for all the stupid shit Trent Baalke has done, he knew what he was doing with that. Like, there's a reason that the Patriots, who were rumored to be in on him too, they were ready to go out and trot out Demario Douglas, Kendrick Bourne, and who's the rookie they got? Is it Jalen Polk, the dude from Washington? I think that's his name. But yeah, it's a reason they were ready to go out there before giving this asshole $20+ million. And there's a reason we said fuck it and, signed Gabe Davis. We still had Christian Kirk, and then we drafted Brian Thomas Jr., who is an absolute fucking monster. And traded down to get him to get the picks that we gave up, get the picks that we gave up back that we spent to get this asshole in the first place. And he's sitting there crying in the media, oh, they're not getting me the ball. Like, Calvin, they're not giving you the ball because you suck. You're not good. You are terrible. Like I said it before, this guy's going to drop so many damn passes, it's not even funny. Like that 2-point conversion that Brian Thomas tiptoed and caught in the end zone. If that's Calvin Ridley, that bitch finds a way to step on the white marker. I promise you, he finds a way to step on the sideline and not make that catch. This is the same type of shit he was doing in Jacksonville. And, I don't even want to hear the fucking, oh, it's the quarterback play. Nah, you can't use that fucking excuse because the same people that are saying that shit are the same ones telling me that Will Levis was going to be nice. Oh, another motherfucker who I said sucked and was right, and I've been completely 100% right about. I watched college football. I know the game. I knew this guy was going to be ass, but everybody said, oh man, we got Ridley, we got Ty, we got D-Hop, who's old as shit too, and then we got Tyler Boyd. We about to run it back and get back to the playoffs. No, the fuck you're not. You suck. You're worse than us. You want to hear something funny? I'm gonna read you off a list. Brian Thomas Jr., Gabe Davis, Evan Ingram, Brenton Strange, Travis Etienne, Christian Kirk. You know what all those people have in common? They all have more receptions than Calvin Ridley this year. Every single one, like everyone's, like Trashville fans were like, oh, you're going to miss Calvin Ridley. Well, I think I just named off 6 people that got more receptions on our team than his ass. And his dropping still continues. Like, did you see the one going viral today? Like, I shared it on Twitter. If you don't follow me, at Jagganoff, you can follow me. I'll repost this. But there's a one that, it's honestly a perfect pass from Mason Rudolph, and this motherfucker just drops it. It's like, bro, we're not surprised by this, and we weren't trying to, like, hate, as you claim. We saying, because this is the same shit that the motherfucker did in Jacksonville. Like, how stupid are you? Calvin Ridley is a low-tier number 2 wide receiver at best. Right now, he looks like shit, but, like, at best, that's what he's been. And, there was a point where I felt bad for Calvin Ridley. Like, with the whole gambling thing, and, he had mental health issues, allegedly, and it's just like, damn, I kind of feel for the guy, and, I hope he bounces back here. But since he got here, and then, the shit he pulled with Trashville, this is a dumbass that does not give a shit about football. He was only motivated by money, and he got a bag from these stupid meth-smoking fucks and has ran with it. So he don't have to play. I mean, shit, Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is... I haven't been too high on Gabe Davis, and a lot of Jags fans haven't either, but shit. Even Gabe Davis is doing better than Calvin Ridley for not even half of the damn salary. Like, that shit is insane. I think I'd rather have Zay Jones or Jamal Agnew back than Calvin Ridley. Like, he showed his whole true colors when he left, and it's nothing to feel sorry about him. Like, you are what you are, bro. You used mental health mental health issues to try to garner sympathy, which really pisses me off because I know people that go through that shit. And you're pretty much just a piece of shit and an ass football player. Despite what Trashville fans and that dumbass Shine will try to get you to believe, Calvin Ridley sucks. I tried to tell you this, and now you're on the hook for a $92 million contract. Hate to say I told you so. Actually, no, I don't. Fuck Trashville. All right, well, that's it. That's all, people. I'll be out with my preview video again when we play the Packers. We got our work cut out for us there. But we'll see how it goes, man. I'll see y'all in a couple days. Be your boy Jagged Off. Go Jags, do well till I die. Go.